Hi, I'm Monica with the Stop Mandated Shunning Project, and this is the channel where we talk about religions and cults that blackmail you with social death if you ever get kicked out or choose to leave. We recently featured an Amish man named Milo on this channel, and I'm sure many of you wonder if he got shunned when he left his Amish faith. I'll let him answer that question himself.
So the question is, did your Amish family shun you? Yes, they do shun me. I wasn't a member of their church, wasn't baptized into their church, but my parents said that I know right from wrong, so they're going to shun me. Hopefully that answers your question.
For both the Amish and for people from my former faith of Jehovah's Witnesses, baptism, often in childhood, is what makes you subject to the church discipline of mandated shunning. But the fact that Milo was never baptized was not enough to save him from being ostracized by his parents, because they determined that even though he hadn't made that official commitment to the religion, he had been taught from a young age to know right from wrong, and he had chosen the wrong path. As a Jehovah's Witness, this reasoning sounds incredibly familiar. Here's a quote from a magazine produced by Jehovah's Witnesses called Awake. Let me draw your attention to an article in the series Young People Ask called Should I Get Baptized? One of the subheadings says, I'm afraid I'll get disfellowshipped. But then it says, one cannot reason that as long as one is not baptized, anything goes. For if one knows how to do what is right and yet does not do it, it is a sin for him, baptized or unbaptized. James 4:17. One may avert formal expulsion from the congregation, but one cannot escape Jehovah God's judgment. This is what Jehovah's Witness parents and children are taught, and they're taught that this comes not from man, but from God directly. Now, I've seen Jehovah's Witness parents react differently. Some use the baptism loophole to be able to avoid shunning their adult children, at least not shun them completely, and they still will have some limited contact with an adult son or daughter that left the religion or didn't follow the rules. On the other hand, I've seen Jehovah's Witness parents react just as Milo's parents did, and they decide that they must enforce God's discipline because they taught their child right from wrong, and their child knew better and chose the wrong path anyway. The interesting thing is that the Amish would feel that Jehovah's Witnesses were wrong to treat their children this way because they did not have the one true religion, and the same goes for Jehovah's Witnesses. Children who are raised in totalitarian, insular systems are not free to choose their own religion for themselves. If they try to do so, they face mandated shunning. But no one should be forced to choose between religious freedom and their family.